To think that I went live today because of this hair. In fact, I never expected what happened. The network was just so bad that I don't even know. Hello beautiful people, hello my loves, welcome back to this channel. This is Deborah here, and this is just somehow like a short continuation of the life I did sometimes around the afternoon, and the network could not allow me, and I just did a normal recording and just sort of piling up the video and dropping it for you guys as a premiere, so you can just see the outcome of this hair. And from that live, I don't know if I'll try to attach the link to this video so you can see it. From the live, you would notice that this particular client's hair, she retouched her hair, and it was too, when you retouch your hair, you're supposed to like retouch from the roots, not the tip. Okay, so whenever you're going to retouch your hair, make sure that you're retouching the roots and not the tip of your hair. So I discovered when she came, she initially, normally this style, this is the kinky bow, and this is like the second video. This style, you don't need to add anything on your own hair. All you need is the kinky, and the hair will be braided and all that. But she told me that her hair was short, and I said okay, and I told her okay, get wool, because the first client that had the very short hair and the kind of rough, all these people that have tiny hair, I told her to get wool too. We had to use wool. I tried Brazilian wool. Brazilian wool was not working, so I used baby wool, my baby wool, and I saw that the baby wool was preferable. So she brought the wool, and when I saw the hair, I was like, okay, I don't think I needed the wool, but I had not touched it. People of God, when I touched this hair, I just saw that, in fact, it was, those kind of hair that when you weave, you don't even, you before you drop it, it started loosening. That was the hair, and I had to just had no choice but fix the baby wool at the tip of the hair so it won't lose, because if there is no way I would even get the braid done perfectly one, because it was as frustrating as making the hair and it's losing at the same time. That can be frustrating. So I just thought that we're going to use the wool for the tip of your hair, and I used the wool for the tip. I did what I could do, like what I did for the first person, and we fixed the tip. If you notice from the beginning of this particular video, you will see the place where I was braiding the hair. We fixed the tip. I trimmed the wool off the tip, and no, I did not use fire to burn the wool, because it was normally the style is supposed to the tip of your hair is supposed to be showing. So why should I burn it? And if I burn it, I feel it will look awkward somehow. So I decided not to burn this hair at all. So I completed the tip, and in fact I was just thanking God that I was able to fix this wool, because if not, I would have been frustrated, I'm telling you. And at this point, before I continue, if you're watching this premiere right now and you are new, I want to just remind you right now to click on the subscribe button, put on your notification bell, so that when next I go live or when next I drop videos or shorts, you'll be notified and you'll be the first to get in. And so also that the ministry of this channel can move forward. Okay, support the ministry by clicking on the subscribe button. So let's continue. Don't mind my voiceover, but I just feel, let me do a cool voiceover, since even if I'm live I wouldn't have done this kind of voiceover. Would you guys just be watching us do it, maybe probably gisting and all that? So let's continue. So this is just me being myself and talking to you guys over this video. So after trimming off the wool, then I started fixing. If you notice the way I'm fixing it, okay, now to the story of the kinky she brought. We used an old kinky. She has used the kinky before. But ever since I started making kinky boho braid, I've not used an old kinky. I only had a client that came back to redo the front of her hair, because the hair was a type that quickly have on the growth and all that. So she came back and I fixed it, and I noticed that it was cool. So when she told me that she was going to reuse her old kinky, I told her no problem. So when my people, when she now brought this kinky, and I saw that the kinky was scanty, I was like, is this a full big pack of kinky? She said no. We said that we need to use a full big pack. That ever since I started making this hair, it's a full big pack I use. But I said okay. So immediately I saw the kinky. Normally I was supposed to cut same size from front to back, so I had to make the back side a little bigger and the front side a little, you know, the normal size. But I knew that even whatever size it is, this particular hairstyle is not the style that, even if the back is bigger than the front, you would notice, because the kinky is always covering it up. So that was how we continued. We started, and I started here. I've already fixed the kinky to the upper part here. So I told her, I said, when I did the 3 rows at the back, the first 3 rows at the back, I told her we were going to the front. So in case the kinky is not going to be enough, let me know that we've done the front. I will now be looking for a solution to the middle. So I started fixing the kinky. If you were carried away by my voiceover, you can rewind it to see the way I fixed the kinky. What I did at the beginning was I fixed one kinky to one hair. So at some point when I noticed that it would be enough, I started fixing 2. To some I fixed 3. It depends on the size, because I didn't even allow her reshare the kinky, so as to avoid tangling. Yes, because we already used kinky and already used kinky as 100% tendency of it tangling, and I wouldn't want that for myself, and it will cause me go slow. It would disfigure the hair. It would give the hair another shape I wouldn't like and all that. So I just said, oh, well, don't cut it, just give me like that. That was how we continued. So at this point I've already done like 3 rows at the back. I'm at the front here, and if you notice, I use the crochet. After you braid, one thing about the other side is, you first of all braid all the hair. Once you're done braiding all the hair, step 1 done. After braiding, you trim. If you have to trim, step 2. Then the step 3 or stage 3 is now the crochet pin and the kinky. So the first place, for a beginner, if you're doing it for the first time, I would advise that the first place you should put your kinky is the upper part. Okay, put your kinky at the upper part, and make sure the kinky you're putting at the upper part is lighter than the one you're putting at the lower part. So sorry, put your kinky at the upper part. So when you put your kinky at the upper part, then you start from the upper part. Sorry, as a beginner, that was what I'm trying to say. As a beginner, start putting your kinky at the upper part. When you fix at the upper part, if you're a beginner, twist immediately. Now you are not twisting like the normal kinky twists. Okay, if you look at the way I was twisting here, Although I had to fast forward the video because I don't want you guys to sit down on the premiere for like 1 hour when it's not live. If it's live, we'll know that it is live, but it's not live. So if you see the way I was doing it, just do it like you're doing a freestyle twist. Will I even say it's twist now? Not just that you're wrapping something around each other, but you're not wrapping it like it's going to be tight. You're wrapping it freely. That's what I was basically doing here. And after wrapping it, I told you that you do, if you're a beginner, fix the first kinky at the upper kinky first, then the lower kinky, let that be your second. So once you're done wrapping, pull the sorry, you guys have been correcting me. In fact, my Instagram people, hey, Emma Binu, my intonation, we cannot all be the same, we cannot all speak the same, but I promise you guys that I will change, and I'm gonna change for you guys, for your sake. I will change, and I'm trying. You can say I'm trying. In fact, I have to go to is it Google or Google? I have to go and type hair, and now type hair, and I have to click on the pronunciation part so that I'll be able to pronounce her for you guys well. So if I make mistake for now, just forgive me, okay? So let me continue what I was saying. But before I continue, if you're yet to subscribe, you're very wrong. Okay, your subscription means a lot. It helps this channel move forward. Your subscription is like you're supporting me, you're encouraging me what I'm doing. Okay, your subscription is like, you're enjoying the value I'm giving you. Everything is useful. Like, there is not, I can't say enough. By you subscribing, you're making so many other people see this channel. You're making it visible. Okay, so right now, wherever you are, click on the subscribe button. Okay, as this video is premiering God of mercy. Oh, pronunciation. Where was I when they were teaching English in secondary school? But don't worry, English is not is not an issue. It will never be an issue. So God will help me. So just click on the subscribe button. Okay, click on the subscribe button, put on your notification bell so that whenever I drop new videos, you'll be notified. Okay, thank you. I know you've done that, and I know that even if you've not done it before the end of this video, you will do it. So when you are done, when you fix the first, as a beginner, the upper part, you fix the lower part. Normally, the normal kinky that is supposed to be on a particular strand is 2 kinky per strand, but because this hair I didn't make it I didn't cut the normal size, the back side is bigger, so I had some of them I fixed 4 kinky on a strand, some of them I fixed 3, and I started doing that when I noticed that I've already finished fixing kinky on all the hair, and I saw that it was remaining, so I started attaching to the places I'm seeing that there are spaces, hope you get, so that the hair will be full. Okay, so that it will be full and look, because that's the beauty. Okay, and one thing about this hairstyle is, even if it's kind of puffy, like it's swollen at the beginning, you can always wear your scarf on it. In fact, the one I saw on a friend of mine in church that I made for her, she said she was tired of this hair, and I told her that this hair is still looking beautiful, like it was looking so fine. She used that relaxed hair. So just make sure that you have if you're using an old kinky, make sure that you are sure that the kinky is going to be enough, and if it's not going to be enough, you can start by fixing one at the back, then two in front. Then when you're done with the front and the back, you do the middle one, and then you now circulate, you circulate the rest around the hair. That was what I did at this point. Okay, so here I've not revived it though. You can see the face is still looking dull. It still look like she's carrying one old dread that she has not moisturized for the day. So I've not revived it, and I was still fixing in the gap. I was still closing the gaps. Any gap I see, I close. Any gap I see, I close. I made sure that I used a kinky. Funniest thing is, I actually thought it wouldn't be enough, but it now remained. So I made sure I used it, and I kept fixing it. As you can see, I kept fixing it. At this point, my face was already looking like they poured me groundnut oil. Don't worry, when I drop my birthday pictures, people will see that. People will like, hey, you're beautiful. But anytime I'm walking, especially when I'm doing braids that will take me 3-4 hours, come and check my face. I'm not the type that likes makeup. I don't really like makeup like that. I don't like makeup actually. If not for my shoots, maybe birthday shoot or occasional thing, I wear makeup. That's what I prefer, my natural face. But one thing is that whenever I'm making hair, and it's always oily. So at this point, my face was looking like already like somebody that they poured groundnut oil on the face. Look at that clip on my head, me and my glasses. So at this point, we were done, and I was trimming the tips, making sure everything is balanced, looking out for the ones that are longer at the back, and that was, and I would advise that any kinky you're using for the back, make sure it's short, very short, so that you won't have to start trimming and wasting kinky. Especially if it's a new kinky, it might not be this easy for me. If it's a new kinky, make sure you get the accurate side length you want to use, because if you trim out a new kinky the way I'm doing, it might end up losing, and you may have to start twisting, start wrap rolling. What I wanted to say the other time was, whenever I finish a particular kinky on a strand, I take my palms and I roll them together. That is the way this kinky will stay. Remember, you're not twisting like the normal twist. So I take my palm and I roll them together. So at this point, I apply the hair cream. I applied the hair cream. So, and if you're still hearing hair, it is well. So I apply the cream. I first of all spray the water with a spray bottle to revive the hair. To revive the hair. To revive it. So when I sprayed it, I used the hair cream, then I used the mousse. You're seeing that's the mousse I'm using here, and at this point she was already feeling the feeling. When your client is feeling the feeling. This client, she came from my Instagram actually. So she was already feeling the hair, even with she was already feeling the hair. She was already feeling it. So even before she, when you're used to something, just forgive me, okay? So she was already feeling it. After the mousse, I even, I used my spray gel on her hair, and it was just, the feeling was, I don't know, sweet. She having the feeling of, people would think I use the new kinky, and she's a student actually. So that was why I didn't even bother myself. Students are, they are wonderful people, and they love to, and in this era they want to look beautiful, and at the same time I'm an advocate of you managing yourself as a student. So I added the oil sheen. If you smell this, my oil sheen, oh girl, that is a very sweet smell. So I added the oil sheen for shine. Then we now did, and I told her that should I pack it, she said yes. So we now did two types of packing. The first one was I packed the hair upward, two sides upward. Then I did it like a donut bun. But she was like, she doesn't like it. To me it fits out, but she said she doesn't like it. So before I continue, Are you still watching this video and you have not clicked on the subscribe button? Like, seriously? Should I speak my language for you people? Oh, see, it says subscribe button. We are not a subscribe button now. Subscribe now, support now, you know now. So click on the subscribe button. Thank you so much. God bless you. So click on the subscribe button, put on your notification bell. If you want to do this hairstyle, you're free to save it, you are free to share it. Share, you understand? Save it, share it, so that you'll be able to, you know, show your hairstylist or do it, make the hair for your daughter. So I was already done here. This was where I rolled I already packed it into two. In the front, the back was poured down, then I rolled the first one. Then I also rolled. You can see it's actually looking so beautiful, like beautiful. I just hope that this video will not take me 5 hours before it will upload for people to see. Can you see the hair is beautiful, like very, very beautiful. Okay, and you know, she said no, that she prefers it poured down, so that was why I now poured it down. She said she doesn't want the donut, and I should told her that anyhow she wants to pack this style. If you like, pack it to the west, pack it to the north, pack it to the south, pack it to the east. Oh my god, you're gonna love it. Anyway, whichever, I have a client I made this style for. She has sent me like almost 10 pictures of how she has packed this hair to the office, and it's been beautiful. I saved them all up, and after I poured the bun down, then my people, it's not easy to do voiceover. But anyway, manage this voiceover of mine. It might not be professional to some people's ear, but if it sounded somehow in your ear, mute my voice and watch the video. Mute the voice and watch the video, okay?